Hi, Listen Team. First, I'm going to start with some of your logistical questions before we dive into a demo of the actual tool. So first, what do we call the tool? So we actually call it a live engagement tool for virtual events. For 8 years now, we've been building engagement tools, and now merging that with the virtual platform that we've had for 3 years, we've combined all of those elements to put engagement plus flexibility, a lot of customization, our artificial intelligence engine, and really create a good attendee-focused experience. The perfect size. So I'm going to show you some video content delivery, our mechanisms, and we can scale that from, say, 50 people for a small, intimate collaboration meeting, or we do meetings as large as 45,000 people. And then we're going to dive directly into some of our video capabilities. What I'm going to show you today is a mashup of how we deliver 3 different types of content. You've got live streaming, which you're probably well aware of, pre-recorded, and really I would say the special component that we bring to the table is our collaborative group sessions. This allows for individuals to talk live without downloading any plugins, using their web browser for ultimate interaction with each other. And then lastly, before I dive into the tools, all of these components here, we have the capabilities of working with third parties or producing all of them for you. So we have full streaming capabilities. Our collaboration is actually a proprietary program. We don't use third parties for that for security reasons. Everything is fully redundant. And also we have a secure video hosting platform. Now, many of the companies we work with actually come with some of their own solutions. We're very flexible. So in addition to helping you by providing all these tools, we can also work with corporations or yourself that bring your own tools for us to integrate into our engagement platform. What you're seeing here is an interface that we use for live streaming as well as pre-recorded content. And the beauty of all of this is that we've designed it in a way that brings all of the engagement to the actual user, attendee, as opposed to them bringing them outside of this component. As you know, live streaming is very flexible in that it could do 10 people or 10 million people at the same time, and our technology scales with those numbers as well. Whereas pre-recorded is loaded up in our secure video hosting software and integrates completely into this component. Now, I mentioned engagement tools and bringing them to the forefront of the attendee. So what I'm going to do is my mouse is over here. I have a moderator that's working with me, and I'll ask the moderator to go ahead and enable live Q&A. And you'll see that that live Q&A tab now flashes over here and will allow me to ask a question. And what you're seeing is our public questions, in that other people can actually vote on these questions with the likelihood that it would be asked during the live streaming session. You can also do private questions. The other component that we make it very effortless for your attendees is real-time polling. So the moderator will go ahead and pull off a poll right now, and that will come in. Again, the user doesn't have to look for anything. They simply just answer the question, click on next, and then finish. And then you will decide whether these results are actually provided during the live stream, or you can show those results in this particular screen right here. And then lastly, we provide a real-time chat component. So I'll say ready for the event, and I'll go ahead and post this. And my moderator will also put a chat in here so you can see. All of this is put together via a real-time database, no refreshing, and everything comes directly to the screen for the user. Thanks, Steph. So this is just one opportunity available as part of our 3 delivery mechanisms for video. Another video delivery type that we offer is what we call our training workshop collaboration, which is what I'm showing you right now. The beauty of this is actually that everything is happening live, whereas live streaming, as you know, there's a little bit of a delay. So down below on the bottom left-hand side, you can see that I have co-presenters, and a co-presenter can share their screen or make themselves a presenter at any given time. But the great thing about this is that I have an audience behind here. So you can see the audience tab here. These are all of the individuals that are watching this breakout or this workshop live as it's actually happening. And everybody is muted by default. However, in just a second here, you'll see that we can unmute individuals by having them raise their hand. This button right here, that's what Eve and Carl just did. And when I click on unmute, I can actually allow Eve to ask her question, or I can even make her a presenter and everybody can see her question. So the great component of this video delivery is that everything is happening live. I can have multiple presenters, I can make other people presenters, and everybody has the capability of raising their hand and asking a question or not raising their hand. All of those components in the engagement tool are still available. Live Q&A, real-time polling, and also recommendations based on this workshop. One of the unique opportunities for networking and content discovery is our networking questionnaire. This is the capabilities of asking your users some predefined questions that you come up with, but also matching them up with what you know about them as well. If you already have analytics about your users, we can tap into that to provide a much more custom-tailored experience. So I'm going to go ahead and just answer some of these questions here, and I'll say planners at the end, and then this is going to go ahead and generate my network. What you're seeing here, again, is custom-tailored content and suggestions coming back based upon the answers that I provided to those questions. That goes into a scoring mechanism, and we use artificial intelligence to make recommendations on sessions of interest, like-minded individuals, as well as recommended network sessions. One of the unique components of our platform is the capabilities of creating environments for people to discuss topics. One of those would be networking sessions. So here you can see that I have a virtual network for happy hour planners. This could be, for example, a topic, an expert panel in which you wish to have people come together and discuss things. Really, a lot of flexibility in terms of how we get people to discuss. This is meant for a smaller discussion. So again, think of like bird of a feather gathering or a round table. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this networking room that I have over here. Again, this is the networking room. And what you're seeing here is that I've actually made myself the speaker. Now, anybody that you see over here in this collaboration component can make themselves the speaker as well as share their screen with other individuals. So I could be talking and I could be leading this discussion with all the other providers, say hi to everybody on the line. But anybody that you see there has the capabilities of sharing their screen. So that could be a presentation, or that could be a white paper, or some collaboration tools that we're using. So again, the notion that we're showing you here is what we call our collaboration room. And the great beauty of this technology is that it can work in different ways, whether it be an expert panel, and in this particular case, we're doing a virtual networking happy hour for planners. Back on the networking dashboard, you'll notice that it also matched me to like-minded individuals. So not only will it match me to people, but will encourage me to interact with them. So here I can start a real-time chat with Stephanie. However, we also offer peer-to-peer video technology. So here I'm going to go ahead and click on Start a Video Chat. Steph is actually getting a response on her end to accept my call. And there we go. There's Steph. So just like a face-to-face meeting, we're really encouraging individuals to have those interactions with people. But with this technology here, we're trying to push them to individuals to have those conversations with. And we use this technology throughout the whole platform. For example, when I go to the agenda, you'll see that I'm seeing recommended networking as well as those like-minded individuals. Lastly, before we close this out, we are also matching to sessions of interest. And this is where we do a lot of content discovery on topics that they didn't know that they could go to, but we bring it to the forefront for them to see. Over to the exhibit hall, we have a lot of functionality for exhibitors to get a lot of exposure. What you're seeing right now simulates non-office hours for an exhibitor. Here they can upload video presentations or commercials. They also have a couple tabs over here I want to highlight. They can upload special offers, anything about them. These are the representatives that are representing this particular company, and then this would be any downloadable documents. Now, I can also book a meeting with the individual exhibitor if I didn't want to attend during those office hours. And over here, you can see that Ellucian is going to go live for their office hours between 9 and 10. Now, our office hours were built so that it basically simulates a user walking into their actual booth. So I'm going to go in here to MeetingPlay, and I'm going to load up this presentation. And here, using that collaboration technology, you can see that we have Carl representing an actual sponsor. Hi, Carl. And Carl is sharing his desktop in terms of, again, a collaboration tool, a presentation, But we also still have the capabilities of special offers. Now that Carl is available, we can do live Q&A. And down below, you can see here that we also have the ability to chat. And now your last question. So in regards to pricing. So our pricing structure works actually per event. And obviously when you add more events to that, the price does get lower, as we typically will create something for a customer that they love, and then we just copy that for events thereafter. But again, the pricing is per event, not per registrant. And the approach that we come is very custom. So I would say that it's definitely not the price of, say, a webinar like Zoom. Think of it more of the price of, say, a mobile app for an engaging environment.